Welcome, welcome, everybody. How are you? Hi, Blue Tape.
Looks like the whole gang's here.
Yes, guys, can you hear Wesley and can you hear me? Because as usual, Discord hates my audio settings whenever we pick up a new stream. It decides to make like 7 different audio outputs and then spread the game and the call and everything out into different places just to keep us on our toes.
I can see why a lot of streamers will have like a tech person.
Yeah, got any tech people lying around? I'll take it. In the meantime, Teresa's filling the role as our PR person. She's doing great. It's not bad, Blue Tape. You can hear both of us. Okay,
So you may
Wesley.
notice that Factorio is looking, or Minecraft is looking a little different today, because it's Factorio.
Yeah, you know, it's really the same game. You mine iron, you smelt it, uh, you build giant factories, and I guess the only difference is the end game of Minecraft you make OP armor, and the end game of Factorio you make a rocket. But other than
Yeah.
that, it's pretty much the same game. This is 2D Minecraft as far as I'm concerned. And like you said the other day, Factorio was inspired by a Minecraft mod, so it's really not that surprising.
Mm-hmm. So I guess the main differences are is 2D now.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have to try and bend our minds into the third dimension.
Mm-hmm.
And also, resources are a lot less limited. If you follow me up here to the right,
Sure.
I'll show you what resources look like. And there's just this junk here on the ground. That's stone. And all you need to do is right-click on it and hold, and you'll slowly start mining stone.
Perfect. Hey, Rules of Acquisition is here. Welcome, welcome.
Indeed.
Yeah.
You're in store for a good one today. So you'll notice, first of all, that the stone does not immediately run out.
Yep.
In fact, we could mine this for days and not really get anywhere.
Sounds great. Let's do that.
And since we don't want to do that for days, we're going to want to make a machine to do it for us. And
Right.
you actually start with one. If you press E to open up your inventory.
Stand by. Gabriel says. Blue Tape says that the mining is a little bit loud. I'm gonna try to mess with that figure. It's so hard to not call you guys all by your real names. It's killing me. Okay, Blue Tape. Is that better? And sorry, Wes, you were saying we want to build some machines to do this for us. That sounds great.
Yeah. So you start with one of them. If you press E to open up your inventory,
Still loud?
you should have a burner mining drill.
A burner mining drill.
Yep.
Hold on, and let me look. Okay. So you said, open my inventory. Is that I? It's E. Very Minecraft.
Yeah.
A burner
And
mining drill.
hopefully
I do.
you have a junk in there.
Yep. And I can put
Nice.
this on my hotbar, yeah?
You can, so you can click on it to kind of like pick it up, and you can either put it on your hotbar or just press E again to close your inventory, and you're still holding it.
Okay.
And probably the first thing that we want to put it down on is actually not this iron ore, but up here to the left, there's a little patch of coal ore, and you can see these on the mini map up at the top right.
Indeed. Hey, speaking of which, I just noticed Discord installed a bunch of updates when I launched it today. And in the top left of my screen, it's got little icons for you and me when we talk that light up, which I guess is nice. Is that nice?
Yeah, I think that's a good thing. Does it show my full name on yours?
Nope,
It's
it
fine if
says
it does.
W and then ...
Ah, perfect. That's only because my name is too long, because my username is just my full name.
Every time, so if I have OBS open when I launch Discord, it says going into streamer mode, masking usernames. So I think it's not just because it's too long.
Ah, cool.
Yeah.
So if you put down that mining drill,
Boom. There it is.
I will put mine down facing the other way.
Okay. So they're
And
pointing at
when
each
you
other. You
hover,
see
yeah,
see these
the,
arrows?
the, the little yellow arrow shows where it's
Mhm.
pointing. And
Mhm.
so they will dump the coal into each other, and they need coal to run. So if I just put one piece of seed coal in one of these,
So you left click on it to access it.
mhm.
Oh. Cool.
So these will
Uh
just fill up with coal now.
so like it says in the description, guys, Wesley's really good at Factorio, and I'm not really good at Factorio. I've played it a little bit, but never enough to like beat the game. And it's also been a really long time since I played it at all. So Wesley's definitely running the show, and he's going to be giving the tutorials around here for this playthrough. But it's
And
kind of
just
cool
on
that.
the off chance
Go ahead, Wes.
that
Go ahead.
just on the off chance that anyone here just popped into a strange stream because we were playing Factorio. When he says I'm really good at Factorio, he means as opposed to someone who's never played, not as opposed to your typical Factorio streamer.
That's fair.
I
That's fair.
I can launch the rocket. Uh, that's where we're
I
at.
I have watched a couple of Factorio streamers. Catherine of Sky is one, and what's the name of that guy that does the Factorio speed runs? He holds a bunch of world records. I've watched a few of his playthroughs as well. And yes, people who stream it regularly are unbelievably good at the game. So we're not that, but
Yeah.
we should be able to, over a couple of streams, uh, beat the game, which is sort of nice as opposed to Minecraft, which is like endless in a way. I mean, we do have some end game objectives, but really,
We'll
it
get
never stops.
we'll get a rocket off the ground.
This sounds good to me.
So
How was everybody's weekend? Did you do anything fun, Wesley? I know what you did. You might as well tell us.
yeah, what did I do over the weekend? Shoot.
Sure, Blue Tape. Let me turn down the music specifically. Even more.
No, we went
And the
swimming
mining
yesterday. What did we do before that? Did we
I don't
do
remember.
anything?
How's that, guys?
Did we just kind of hang out?
Teresa, remind us what we did on Friday and Saturday. We can't remember. We did go swimming yesterday, though. That was really fun.
Yeah, it sure was.
Rules of Acquisition says their weekend was crazy. They had these crazy people staying at their house, and it was crazy. That I can confirm that happened. You made more dilly beans, Blue Tape. That's fantastic. Although, I ate one of your dilly beans, and I actually kind of liked it, which is not how I remember them being. So either you made them better than Grandma, or my taste buds have changed over the last 25 years, and now I think they're pretty good. They were pretty good. I agree, Teresa. You can have them all. Rules of Acquisition. I'm not going to fight you over any food things until next year. No, Teresa. I'm not going to fight her at all. They're all hers.
Would be a
Oh dear. You broke up a little bit there, Wes. Try saying something. Yeah, I seem to have lost you. All right. You can't even nod now. I'll follow you around, okay? You just lead me where I should go. Then I'll tell you when I get you back. Wesley and I were talking about this over the weekend and why like the stream doesn't seem to be interrupted when I lose his audio like this. And we're pretty sure it's because my upload is fine, but the download keeps choking. Because this is probably like a pretty heavy usage time of night for our small town where everybody wants to come home and stream some videos or something. Oh yeah, that's right, Teresa. Fireworks on Friday. That some crazy people were shooting off. You were there for that, Wesley.
Indeed, I was.
Ah, you're back, by the way.
Oh, great. Yeah, so now these things filled up with coal. So I just grabbed the coal out of one of them. You should grab the coal out of the other.
Oh yeah, 50 cool. Excellent. I've got it.
Nice. And if you come over here, we got these two furnaces, just like a furnace in Minecraft. Throw in your
Glorious.
ore, throw in your coal, and we're off to the races.
Or can you like shift click it? Yeah, shift click works. Great. It is very Minecraft like.
Yeah. So we just spent a bunch of time mining copper, but what we actually want is the iron, so we really should have been down here mining iron.
Okay, I'm sure we'll use it all, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were putting what are those called? Ground bloom flowers in water on Friday, and that was really
Yeah.
fun. Saturday we had a birthday party. You came to that too. You've been to all the stuff, Wesley. You can't fool me.
Do we have a birthday party?
Yep, at the aquatic center over
Ah,
there.
yes. Oh my goodness. I should see a doctor about this memory.
Yeah, it's because you're getting old. It's understandable.
Yeah. You gotta start looking at retirement homes.
Ah, indeed. The problem with retirement homes is that you need retirement funds, and that's what's gonna kill us there, Wes.
Ah. Okay, I'll start looking at retirement cardboard boxes.
Indeed. Does anybody know of any countries that has that have like state-sponsored retirement homes? Because we should move there and immigrate fully before we get too old.
Well, it's tricky because birth rates are dropping
Still the
in
mining noise,
all
Teresa?
industrialized countries, so we're kind of
In
gonna be
trouble
in
no
a
matter
pinch.
what.
Yeah. So
Um, I'm
the great thing
surprised.
about iron is you can use some iron and some stone to make more mining drills.
Cool. Holly says that she's pretty sure Genovia does. Welcome, Holly. Thanks for coming. That's good to know. Do you know what Genovia is, Wesley?
No.
It's it's the fictional country that is featured in the Princess Diaries. So
Ah. Well, I also don't know what the Princess Diaries is, so
hmm,
I'm two
there
for
you
two.
go. There you go. Okay, I've turned the sound down a lot in the game. Tell me if it's still loud, guys. If I mind this right here, I literally can't even hear it anymore. Anyway, tell me what you think. Dun dun dun. Yeah. So if you've never seen the Princess Diaries, that's pretty sad. You can't hear anything anymore, Teresa. Okay, let me try to turn it up just like a small smidge, so that not that, so that it's like hearable. Let me just try that for now. Okay. But I'd rather have it too quiet than too loud. Okay, Wesley. So you've installed a burner drill. I see. A burner mining drill. It's called. And I seem to have lost your audio again, unfortunately. And you put some wood in here for fuel, and it's mining iron ore, and it's depositing it into this chest. Yeah, I like it. I'm not sure if I've seen the second Princess Diaries or not. Rules of Acquisition. You guys say it's good? I mean, I don't love the first one, so yeah, Lissy loves watching them though. We need more burner mining drills. I can.
Yes.
Oh, you're back. I can probably make some.
Wonderful.
How do you? Burner mining drills.
All you need
Okay,
is
and
stone and iron.
if I click on the burner mining drills, I'm missing iron. Yep. But you can see it crafts it in my inventory. What do you call it? Hand crafting? Is
Yeah.
that yeah. Oh no, no, no. I want that. And I want this. And I
So
want to make some more.
the early game here is basically just a feedback loop of getting more mining drills to get more iron, stone, and coal to get more mining drills to get more iron, stone, and coal.
I like it. I've got to get used to the controls here.
And actually, with a bit more stone, instead of putting the iron ore into chests, we could just put it right into furnaces.
Hey, Jacob is here. Welcome, welcome. How's the homework situation this weekend, Jacob? Are you dying?
Another summer semester goer?
Yeah, Yes, are you dying, Jacob? I mean, we know you are. We were just curious to know, how fast you're dying, if you will. Okay, and right click splits a stack.
Yep.
Good. So
Another
some
thing
of the
you're
controls are feeling natural and some of them are not.
Another thing you're going to want to do is just press Alt one time.
Alt. Cool. Ah,
Nice.
which forces the arrows to stay on.
Yep, and it'll also show over a chest like what's in it.
Hmm.
And once we have factories and stuff, it'll show what they're making. Basically turns on all the information.
I like it. I like it a lot. Thank you. That's a very helpful tip. Jacob says he's dying
Uh,
constantly. He's in grad school, so uh,
hmm.
there's no winning there. You're just doomed.
Yeah, it's not even a semester thing. He just goes.
Is that true? Do you have semesters, Jacob, or is it just like a continuous spiral of pain? When I was in
Uh,
grad school, it was broken up into semesters, but yeah, Jacob's is just continuous. So what, you sign up for like a 2 year, what is it, 3 year, 4 year, whatever it is, constant
mm.
stream of just suffering. Oh, there are semesters, but you just go through the summer, so it doesn't matter. Is that sort of how it works? Oh, he's got a
Another thing
week
you're going to want
in
to...
between semesters. Ooh, Wesley.
Oh, that's nice. Another thing you're going to want to know here. So see
Mm-hmm.
these 4 furnaces producing
I see
iron
him.
plates?
Yep, yep, yep.
If you want to grab the iron plates out of them, that's kind of a hassle to open each one.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
So instead, just push Control and click on one, and you will grab everything it has produced.
Oh, I like it. Okay, so I am thinking, because the drills need coal and the furnaces need coal, so I think that we need more miners on coal. Does that sound right?
Yes, if you can make one miner,
I can't. I'm
no
short
luck.
stone.
Ah,
Let me go
well, in
grab
that case,
some.
I have one miner here. Let's get one going on stone.
Mhm. Let's do that. And while we're down here, I'll mine some by hand and make a second.
Since we don't need to cook stone or anything, that can just go right into a chest here.
How many stone is it for a furnace? Do you know?
5.
Ah, okay. Then I've got enough for 2 now, I think. Can you shift click
Nice.
on the crafting? Yes, you can, and it makes as many as possible. And if you guys look down in the bottom left right here, this shows what is crafting in my inventory. And the reason I can craft stuff in my inventory is because we're robots, right, Wesley?
Yeah, sure. Actually, grab that mining drill up, because we don't really need very much stone.
Oh, okay. How do you pick
Uh,
things up? Oh,
right
just
click
go
on
right
them,
click.
just like you're mining.
Got it.
Uh,
Okay.
and instead, let's head over to the coal. And instead of just
Mm-hmm.
having 2 of these mining drills pointing into each other, let's make a little daisy chain of them.
Yeah, a snake thing. I've seen those other Factorio streamers do that.
Yeah.
Good. So should I pick this one up? And then I've got 3, so we can do... Oh, R rotates.
Yep. R to rotate.
How many have you got? Oh,
Just the
okay.
one. So
Aha,
there we
like
go.
that.
Make a little circle of them.
How do you clear something off of your cursor?
Uh, Actually, I'm not sure.
I don't know either. Well, I just placed it down and picked it up. And then you can control click to suck all the coal out.
It's
That
Q.
is cool. Q? Ah, good.
Yes, Q is also how you, instead of opening your inventory or even going to your hotbar, if you just hover over a building and press Q, it'll put that same building in your hand.
Oh, cool. So
I'm
these
gonna,
want ore. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
yeah, we can just keep using the ones down here. Here's another shortcut. Do you want all the shortcuts, or should I just kind of give you the most important ones?
Dole them out to me at a like manageable rate because I already
Okay.
feel like I'm drowning.
So just
Jacob,
like you
you're
can,
you're
uh,
building a pavilion at your school? Sorry, go ahead, Wes.
yeah. So just like you can hold control and click on a building with your hand empty
Mm-hmm.
to grab stuff out.
Mm-hmm.
If you are holding coal in your hand, you can hover over a building and press Z to put one coal in,
Ah, Z, huh?
uh, which can be useful if you've got like a whole bunch of buildings. You don't want to open them all up to put coal in. You can even just hold Z down and just kind of wave over them to just
Okay, so here's a question. When you say holding in your hand, you mean like it's hovering on my cursor and I press Z?
yeah,
I
yeah,
see.
that's right.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Nice. And since we set up an automatic miner for stone, instead of coming down here to mine, you just come pick some up. So I picked up half of it. You can have the other half.
Thank you. Sounds good. And I took like all of the iron. Is there a way for me to give you some?
I think a chest is the only way.
Okay, let me make one of those. No problem. And here, have some iron.
Oh,
Because I took
nice.
it all. Lissy, you're watching. How are you doing? Are you tired, honey? I'm sure you are. Because it was a crazy weekend. Speaking of which, Wes, I'm curious. Are you sore after all of the swimming we did yesterday?
Of course not. I'm in peak physical condition.
I'm glad to hear it. That is most excellent. I brought
For real though, I'm
some.
I'm not really.
Good.
Huh. I just I just
We.
had three furnaces in my inventory and they just disappeared.
Where'd they go?
I don't know. I'll just come down here and get some stone to make some more.
Okay. Not tired at all, says Felicity. I find that very hard to believe. Are the. What's up, Iro? Oh, he's sore. That's why.
Mm.
Good. Okay. Are the little ones giving you a hard time, Teresa? Or are they falling asleep? Okay. Do we need more miner drills, Wesley? I can make 7. Shall I do so? I must have lost your audio again. I just want to click it. Say yes. Excellent. I thought so. Shift click. Oh, good. Teresa has escaped from putting the babies to sleep. It's a nightly battle, you could say, of willpower that we usually lose. Okay. Wesley, at
Huh.
what point, I've got your audio back, by the way. At what
Nice.
point do we want to set up a similar mining situation for copper? Is that a ways down the road?
We can set up a few right now.
Okay. I've got 7 burner miners on me.
Let's see. Do we want to do maybe 5?
Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Nice.
And I have a little bit of coal that I will place in here.
All right. That's going to be
Cool.
useful because our next task, now that we got some starter mining going,
Mm-hmm.
is electricity. We
Okay.
need more power.
Of course. And I assume that we're going to need iron for that, right?
Yeah.
So control click. I'll take out these like these 3, and you can take these 4 over here.
Oh, you can go for it. I got a couple hundred iron on me.
Yeah, I can zoom in blue tape. That's fine. How much do you want me to zoom in? Like this? I think that'll
How
make more
far can you
sense.
go?
You can zoom in pretty far.
To really appreciate just the stunning and beautiful art of this game.
Yeah. Uh, for those of you who are new to Factorio, it's the code that runs the game has been refined to a legendary degree. So it runs very, very fast, even when you make super complicated bases, right, Wesley?
That's right. It's
Um,
it's a shining example of how a game should be made.
but what you don't get is very impressive graphics. So sorry about that. Although Factorio is coming out with what is it coming out with later this year, Wes? Expansion?
An
Is that what they're calling it?
expansion. Yeah. I don't think it's going to make the game look any better.
Yeah,
I think
but it'll give you more to
this
do.
is the intended style.
It's perfect.
So, if you want to open up your inventory,
Yep.
over in the crafting, you've got the different tabs. In production, which actually should be where you're at already,
Mm-hmm. It is. No problem, Blue
there
Tape.
should be some such a thing as an offshore pump. And if you hover
Offshore
over it,
pump.
it'll show you what you're
Mm-hmm.
missing.
Mm-hmm. They are, Jacob. I am missing the copper plates that are being produced over here. Shall I
Yep,
grab a few?
yep, grab some of those.
This cliff is most inconvenient.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
it's highly inconvenient.
Yeah, you can't get around it that way.
You're right. Chop these trees down too. I think that they made the world of Factorio look horrible on purpose so that you won't feel bad about, pillaging the crap out of it.
Mm.
Here, why don't you grab these left two furnaces of copper?
All right.
Okay, I now have the ability to make 19 offshore pumps.
Well, we only need one.
Okay,
Let's make one of those
I shall.
and plop that down in the water, like right where I'm standing.
Hmm. Yep, I've got it. Right where you're standing. Here?
Yeah, perfect.
Haha.
Now, in your inventory, in one of the other tabs, the logistics tab, you
Logistics.
can make some pipes.
Hmm. Not pipe to ground, just normal pipes.
Just pipes.
Okay, how many would you like?
Just a couple. And you can
How
just
about
extend out from this pump a couple of
how
pipes.
about 8?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hang on to extras. Just put a couple for now.
Okay.
And
There's 5.
dig up a couple.
Ah,
That's what we need there.
aha. A boiler.
So, this boiler takes coal
Mm-hmm.
and produces steam, which is what you want.
Sure.
Everybody wants steam. That's where we got this
So
game.
yeah, true.
And
Uh
it'll put steam out the side, so
mm-hmm.
you can see that because you pressed Alt.
Yep.
There's a little puff of steam by the blue arrow to the left.
I see it. I'm
I mean,
zooming
steam
way
comes
in.
out that, and water continues down the bottom. So you
Got it.
can
Okay.
line these boilers up,
Mm-hmm.
and they all fill up with water, and they all produce steam.
Brilliant.
And the steam goes into. Just step aside a bit. There you go. A steam engine.
Wow.
And then also in that logistics tab, you
Mm-hmm.
can make these power
Power
poles.
poles. Lovely.
You
So
put a bit
Wesley,
of coal in these.
here's my question. How did you hold this steam engine in your pocket when it's like
I'm
7 times your size?
I'm very strong.
Ah,
I'm strong
yes.
man.
You were just like sort of balancing it like a pizza delivery guy.
Yeah, yeah. You can hold hundreds of them.
Ah, perfect. I love it. So then again, this is a similarity to Minecraft, right? Because the Steve, the character in Minecraft, can hold hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of cubic meters of solid stone. So
Yeah. Or solid gold, even more dense. Lead, the whole gang's here.
Hey, Zalisur, welcome. What is everybody afraid to ask? Fire away. We'll do our best to answer it.
I think no one
Okay.
knows how you hold so much.
Ah, well, that's fair. Yeah, Iro and Rules of Acquisition used to watch a lot of strongman competitions. Those are really, really entertaining.
Really?
How the steam engines fit in your pocket. Yeah, it must be some sort of like bag of holding type of situation, right? Okay, Wes, now I assume that we've got an infinite source of water right here. What we don't have is an infinite source of coal in the area. So somehow we need to get coal over here, right? So that we can have unlimited power.
So to do that, we'll need a few things.
Mm-hmm.
You open up your crafting. In the logistic tab are transport belts.
Yes. Shall I make a lot? And by a lot, I
Yeah.
mean 27. Here they come.
I'm just gonna put down a couple of those here.
Indeed.
And the
And
other
then
thing you
it's,
need right next to the transport belts is inserters. And you don't want the burner inserters.
Right.
Although actually maybe in this particular and only this particular case you might actually want the burner inserters.
They'll fuel themselves with the coal that comes down the belt, right?
Normally you always want electric inserters.
Mm-hmm.
But since it might happen that at some point we run out of power and then they would stop inserting coal.
Right.
That's kind of a not what you want. A burner inserter will fuel itself with coal and then get the power back going.
So it makes it independent of the electricity output. Yeah.
Yes.
Perfect. And conveniently, the belts also don't need electricity, which
yes.
I'm not sure makes sense, but is still the case. So
you just they're very well lubricated, so you just give them a push and they kind of just keep
roll.
going.
It's what's it called? Infinite motion machine, perpetual motion device. That's what it is.
Nah, it's just well lubricated. Very low coefficient of friction.
Blue Tape, we're saying you like to pull up those strongman competitions. They are really fun to watch. I agree. Okay, well let's see if we can't get some coal.
You wanna see these in action while we're at it?
See, oh yeah,
I'm just
sure.
gonna press Z with some coal to put some on the belt.
Please behold.
And there they go.
They are slow, aren't they? Oh, it's fueling. I see it. It puts the fuel inside itself, and then it puts one over there. That's really cool that they have different animations depending on where they're placing the fuel. I'm impressed.
So
that is really cool.
that's not too helpful to us if we just have to fill up the belt.
Right. So we want to connect this to our coal mining operation over here.
Yes. But we're going to need a lot of belts to do that.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Strong Dad is great, General Iro, but no, that's not what we were talking about. We're talking about Strong Man. Here, Wes, you grab these 3 iron piles there.
I can make like 100 of these belts.
Yeah, I can now make 133. I assume we're going to need like all of that, right? So I should just craft these down?
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
All right, here they come.
And I've these mining drills are all full. I'm actually going to start digging them up. Because while the snake of coal miners is great to get started with, it has the disadvantage of it only puts coal in itself.
Right. Is there like
yeah,
go ahead.
It's gonna line a whole bunch up like this. And put some belts down.
Yeah.
And
then I assume. Go ahead.
Burner inserters. So that any coal that comes down the line will first go into the miners.
Yep.
And then if I just put a seed coal in them all. Oh, and I can't forget, they don't quite reach the belts. I need a little belt coming out of each one.
Oh, right. That makes sense. Because of where the little arrows are pointing. I got you.
Yep.
Okay. Now, we want this to connect to the boilers over there. How shall we route it? Do you want to squeeze it through this little part right here where we're mining iron? Or should we go down and around these cliffs?
Uh,
Ah, you just cut out. Just go ahead and lead the way. I'll follow you. Here, I've got some. Doot doot. Here we go. Yeah, I like those strongman competitions. The ones where they lift those round rocks look very painful, in my opinion. Like they're gonna permanently destroy their spines, is what it looks like. But those guys are nuts. Yeah. Well, I mean, some people would say that getting paid to eat and work out is like the dream, right? I wouldn't like it either, obviously. But yeah, I hear you, Blue Tape. Oh, make the turn. There we go. Okay. I think I avoided most of the iron ore there, Wes. Oh, I'm off by one. Ta-da! We've done it. Blue Tape says the world record for one of them was just broken, and you saw the video of it. The guy like got a bloody nose and lost his sight for a few minutes from picking up a rock. Wow. I assume his blood pressure just went like to the moon and back, and he nearly died. But he picked up that dang rock, right? Oh, Iro. So the goal of this game is to build a huge factory that mines iron and copper and stone and coal and uses it to produce more and more complicated components and eventually launches a rocket. What we're accomplishing right this minute is we're carrying coal from, if you can see on the mini map, from the coal patch that's over there to these boilers so that they can produce power for us uh, forever because the burner generators and the belts don't require power. So as long as there's coal there, it will get carried here and get turned into
well, they'll
electricity.
produce power until the coal patch runs out.
Right. Exactly. You're back, by the way, Wesley.
Nice.
How many steam engines do you want? I am out of iron to make more.
4 will get us quite a ways. What we want to do next,
Mm-hmm.
um, our logistics system is pretty limited right now
Yes.
because let's say that we wanted some coal going over here into the iron production, but we
Okay.
also want it going over to the steam engines. We would have to either loop it through here and then over to the steam engines,
Mm-hmm.
or set up a whole different coal line. We want to be able to split the coal line. So
Right.
half of it goes this way, half of it goes that way. But we don't have access to that technology yet until we research it. So if you look
Indeed.
in the production tab of your crafting,
Got it.
the bottom recipe is a lab.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can make maybe 1 or 2 of those,
I probably can if there's some iron here, and there is a lot. It also wants coal, like you said. So I need a little bit of copper. And let's see. There's a way to run along the belt and pick up coal, right? Which button is that?
F, I believe.
Yeah, sure enough. Okay, so then I can dump some of this coal in here. Getting used to the controls here, Wesley.
Mhm,
Slowly.
mhm.
Okay, and I'll leave some copper for you as well up here.
Nice.
We have not talked about well, there are no zombies in this game per se, Blue Tape, but there are biters And I just noticed some red dots on the lower end of the mini map there, and
Mhm.
those are biter nests. So they will come in and wreck our stuff sooner or later. They don't like
It's
the pollution that our burner factories are putting
Speaking
out
of
right now.
which, it would
Yeah.
probably be good right now to open up your inventory and go to the combat tab
Oh, yeah.
and make yourself a light armor. It will automatically equip itself when it's done crafting.
Okay. Done.
Um, and maybe just right click on the firearm recipe a couple of times to just make 15 or 20
Mhm.
magazines.
Okay. Done.
They're good for keeping yourself entertained on the toilet.
Right. Of course. Everybody loves magazines.
Hmm.
General Arrow's wondering what the story of this game is, and I'm not sure there is one. We're a robot of some
Oh,
kind, and
no, no,
we
no, no,
want
no.
to.
Follow me.
Oh, okay. If we're going to the
Don't worry
biters, you
about
need to
it.
tell me how to shoot this gun. Oh, of
Here's your
course.
story right here.
Oh, we are crash landed. You're right.
Yeah. So later we'll build a wall around this and it'll be a museum.
Oh, perfect. We are robots, though, right?
No.
We're humans.
I mean, you eat fish to heal. I mean, you can see your face. You zoom real far in.
I guess you're right. We're just very
Yeah.
handy humans that can craft boilers while
Like
we're running around, just in our
you've
offhand.
even you've even got a bit of a belly.
All
You could
right.
use the exercise.
Anyway, so then I guess General Arrow, we crash landed on this planet and we want out. Yeah, fish. Do you want to fight the biters right now, Wesley, or is it way too soon?
We probably shouldn't fight them quite yet. We should get a little bit of this research done first. So did
Mm.
you manage to make any of those labs?
Ooh, no, but I have the resources to make 7. How many do you want?
Probably just two.
1 and
Or,
2. On the way. And again, chat, if you look down at the bottom left, you can see all of the components being crafted. Just in my offhand, this is like those guys that solve Rubik's cubes, like without looking. I just craft electronics components in one hand while I run around. It's very simple.
so I just put a couple down. If you just want to put them down too, they just have to touch the blue regions that are coming off the power poles.
Oh yeah, sure enough. How about here and oh, my other one's not quite done.
Hmm.
Here it comes. Got it. Boom. There you go.
All right. And if you press T,
Mm-hmm.
you can start research.
Indeed.
And you know, normally we would do automation or something, but maybe
Mm-hmm.
just to be safe, there's military. Maybe we should pick that or gun turret.
Okay. Sure.
Let's
Which
do
one?
military.
Sure. And I click
That'll
start research.
Yep,
Got it.
nice. So these labs will now consume research packs, science packs, to do that research. And
Got
I've
it.
already crafted some of those because they take a while.
Okay. I have the ability to craft a few. Should I start some?
We definitely will need quite a few.
I'll just
Uh,
do like 15 more for now.
nice.
And guys, if you look up here at the top, you see the research bar here is filling up as these labs consume the research packs and provide us with the pure essence of knowledge, in this case, military knowledge.
Indeed. And that's going to
It's,
let us craft better guns, which is great because we're really going to need that.
yeah, got it.
Nice.
Military
It's
research
already done.
finished.
So I would straight away head back over to that military tab and
Mm-hmm.
craft yourself a submachine gun.
Shall do. I'm a fan of submachine guns personally. In video games. In video games. Cool. That's
And
fun.
the other thing you're going to want to do once it is crafted,
Mm-hmm.
um, I can't remember how you switch to your next weapon. Ah, so first you'll want to move your ammunition down on the bottom left from underneath your pistol to underneath your machine gun,
Got it.
and then press tab to switch to equipping the machine gun.
Okay. And
And the
should I
machine
make
gun
a
and the ammunition below it should be green.
should I make a few more magazines while I'm at it?
Yes, that would be a good idea.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know, Iro. That's you're gonna have to take that up with Wesley. Iro thinks we look like robots.
Hmm. Well, aren't we all?
It's hard to say.
I'm going to start
Oh,
the next research while we're at it.
yeah, please do.
And I'm going to pick automation, and that's where the meat of this game is. That's going to let us make factories.
Cool.
All right, how much ammunition do you have?
I have 40 magazines.
All right, in that case, we can probably, let me look at the map here. We're not, our pollution cloud is not reaching any biters' nests yet. So we can probably leave them be for a little longer.
Very well. Blue Tape says, so the point of this game is to destroy the natural environment, create pollution, kill the native species, and leave the planet. Exactly, exactly. That's what we were saying earlier. They made the graphics of the game look so terrible so that you don't feel bad. You're just like, yeah, this planet sucks. Let's just burn it all down.
Mm.
Imagine if it was beautiful, flowers, bunnies hopping around, deer grazing, then you'd feel bad, right? But this planet sucks. It can go. It's
There's, have you ever seen Satisfactory?
I have seen it played a little bit. I've never played it myself. I don't own it.
Mhm. It's kind of a 3D version of this game, but it definitely has that serene, pristine, natural environment feel to it.
Do you destroy the planet to quite the same extent as you do in this game?
Yeah, I'd say so. There's no pollution mechanic, but you definitely cover the landscape in Factory.
Yeah. Oh, I pressed the wrong thing. I did a control click on this instead of Z, but I can still take some of these out. Right. Oh, so I want to hold them and press Z, Z, Z. There we go. I'll get the hang of it, Wesley. Eventually.
Yep, yep. Oh, we'd better fuel up this copper production.
Right. See, I don't like doing this. I want to, there you go. Our automation research is done. I want to get this coal flowing where it needs to go ASAP. Or I guess, switch to electric miners
Hmm?
before too
Yes,
long.
actually, we want to do that pretty quick. But first, before that, even,
Mm-hmm.
we can get this research going a little more smoothly.
Okay.
I'm gonna line them up over here.
Mm-hmm.
And since we just finished researching automation,
We can make
I'm going to
assembling
craft
machines, right?
4, yes, assembling machines.
Okay.
That's gonna take just a second here because I queued up some other stuff.
I could make some if you'd like.
Actually, would you make some electric inserters?
Yeah. And those are just called inserter, right? That's the
Yeah.
electric kind. Got it. Yeah. How many would you like? 4, I guess.
For 8 actually.
Mm. 5, 6, 7, 8. Sure.
Nice. So these assemblers, if you click on them, you can pick what recipe they're gonna make. So these 4, we will want making the red science packs.
Which are made of some
Uh,
iron and some
yep.
copper. Got it. Okay, so you want one inserter pointing into each factory and then one pointing out of each factory and into the lab. Is that correct?
That's right.
Okay, I will set them up like this. 1, 2. 1, 2. Got it?
Nice. Now, as long as we make sure that the ingredients for those things are on the belt, they will craft.
Okay, and you want all of these to be making the red science packs, right?
Yep.
Is there a way to like copy and paste the recipe from one to another?
Yes. Shift right click on one, kind of picks up the recipe, and then shift left click on another, puts the recipe.
Got it. Cool. Okay, so iron plates go into there, which make iron gears.
Yep. And then over into here, you just put copper plates.
Mm-hmm.
And then
And
those make their way down this line.
Presumably, at some point, we'll automate the transport of iron plates to here and copper plates to here. Yeah.
Exactly.
Except if the other streams I've watched of Factorio are any indication, it will be on a scale, many times this size.
Well, don't let the other streams set your expectations too high.
Fair.
Realistically, 4, maybe 6 assembling machines making red science is probably gonna do us pretty good.
Okay. I'm going to pick up a
Because
bunch of coal off the belt and start to refuel some of these miners over here. Oh, you're doing the very same thing.
for now, research only takes these red sciences, right?
Right.
But pretty soon, research is going to require more and more complicated science, and it always requires one of each. So right now, it just takes a red science. Pretty soon, it's going to take a red and a green science, and then it'll start taking a red and a green and a blue science.
So it gets more and more complicated.
Eventually, like a red, a green, and a blue, and a yellow, and a purple.
Right. So guys, this is the mini map, and you see I've turned on this pollution layer. So this these red blocks are the how far the smog from our smelting and mining has traveled so far. And once it reaches these red biter nests, that's when they'll start attacking us. So they're not coming quite yet, but it won't be too long at this rate.
It'd be good for us to be prepared.
Mm-hmm. Put some coal in the copper mining operation.
And the way to be prepared is going to be turrets.
Okay.
And turrets are kind of expensive, which is why I haven't researched them yet, because we couldn't really afford very many. But what I'm getting right now is logistics. And once that's researched, then we can really start automating some of this stuff.
Sounds good. I've just brought a whole bunch of copper. Should I put it in this chest or just a little bit of it?
Maybe put like a couple hundred in there.
Okay. I put 300.
Nice.
And then we've got iron coming in here. Yeah. I've got
that should keep the research, going. Maybe a bit of a trickle, but going nonetheless.
Yeah. Put a little bit more iron in this chest as well.
Oh. Something's under attack.
Ah, that didn't take very long.
Ah, it's over here to the right.
Oh. Okay. How do you shoot the gun?
Hover near the enemy and press space.
Ah, space. Got it. Our first enemy has died. Look, you damaged our belt.
They do not usually send one guy.
There must be. Let's look at the map. There must be a biter nest to the right where we haven't explored yet. I suppose we should go over there. Right?
Oh yes,
sure
look. So that's a bit of a problem. We had best get turrets researched right now.
Okay, let's do that. You don't think we can fight that thing, yes?
Not without a turret to back us up and a fair bit of ammunition. In fact, if you want to start crafting a bit more ammunition,
I shall. Oh, all the way over here. I'll make a lot.
I will make sure our iron production is going.
For this damaged belt, can I just pick it up and place down a new one? Is that the idea here?
No, you'd have to create a repair pack.
Oh. Well, I picked it up and put down a new one, and it looks fine now.
Ah, yes, but
Oh, I believe I've lost you again, Wes. Sorry. Okay. Let's see. So I'm making a bunch of ammunition, and to make more, all it takes is iron plates, which we've got crafting over here. So let's grab some more. The damaged ones don't stack with the healthy ones. I see. You're right. I see. I see. Okay, I'm grabbing some more of that, and now we've researched the gun turrets, so I can make one of them, Wesley. But that's all. I do have 100 magazines of ammunition, though. One thing I think we should work on pretty soon, Wes, is lights for the base. Even though I know it doesn't directly affect the gameplay, but I think it's just nicer on the stream for it to not be dark. So I think we should
yeah,
start
I wish.
incorporating those.
Can you hear me, by the way?
Yes, you're back.
Yeah. I wonder if we could even do a mod that just makes it all always day, because night has no gameplay impact. It just looks bad.
Yeah. I wonder actually in the settings, is there anything you can do for brightness? Oh, there is. I can make it brighter. It's something.
Nice.
Yeah.
If you want to put down that turret and maybe fill it with 50 magazines, we could probably try poking at this enemy base and like retreating back into the turret range.
Okay. How do I take magazines? Oh, there. Oh, I only want half of them to go there, though. Like, I still want some ammo, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, I
So you
put
can
50
right click.
magazines in there.
All right, do we want to aggro? Oh, here they come. Run away.
They are aggroed. Ah, there's so many. Why are they so stinking fast? Holy cow.
We got them though.
It's,
You want to
they're,
be careful because they've got those like turret guys. They will
oh, yep,
do some good damage to you.
I see. I see that. These are not the Minecraft zombies. Much more speedy.
All right, I got one of their turret guys, and beware, they leave little puddles on the ground that damage you as well.
Yeah, I'm noticing that. I'm not paying very good attention. Ooh, yep, 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 yep. These magazines last a little while, which is nice.
You are almost dead, so I
I
don't know if
see
you want to
that.
back up. Yep, you are dead.
Am I?
Oh, are you not dead yet?
Not quite.
On my screen, you have a sliver of health.
I've got like 20% on my screen.
Ooh.
Boom.
Here, hold still.
Yes.
I can't. I don't know how to. Here, I'll put down a chest. Okay,
Okay. I was gonna say I can just
use use that.
use it. How do I use it? Oh, I am healing.
Uh, yeah, slowly.
Mm-hmm. We lived.
Anyway,
We lived.
yeah, that's great. So hopefully that's the only nest in our pollution cloud.
Let's look. At the moment, that seems to be true, unless there's any above the top where we have explored.
Mm. I'm gonna grab this gun turret and
Yep.
put it. I don't know, maybe protecting our power production.
Sure. And then we're gonna want more of those, yeah?
Yeah, yep.
Yes.
We're gonna want a bunch, but
Okay.
a bunch of those requires a bunch of coal.
Right.
So what we want to do now is move on to electric mining.
Okay. This is the problem with Factorio, Wesley's. For me, It becomes overwhelming so quickly. But guide me. Let's start working on some electric mining, shall we?
All right, so I've just made a couple of electric mining drills.
Okay. Can I craft any? Where would they be? Oh, I can only make one. Blue Tape is wondering if the nest will respawn. I actually don't know the answer to that. Do they respawn, Wesley?
They don't respawn per se, but nests will send out like search parties,
Hmm.
colonizing parties. I don't know what you call them, but they'll send out like one or two biters or something like that, and it will go turn into a new nest.
So they can reappear in areas that you've cleared,
Yeah,
potentially.
unless you protect the area from their little search party.
Got it. Okay, yeah, they are scary, though, in my opinion.
Very.
Okay.
Okay, so check this out.
Yeah.
I guess we need to power these.
Mm-hmm. I have some power
Is
poles.
done a
I
couple of power pulls.
assume you do as well.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so these are producing iron. The
Yep.
next thing we want is some coal because you need to
Mm-hmm.
cook the iron.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to make a splitter, which is in your logistics tab if you want to make one of those as well.
I do. Let's look here. Yep, I've got it. I need some copper. Stand by. Okay. Yes, I've got one. Oh, it says not enough. Oh, I need more iron. I'm running out of everything.
Hmm. Well, I put the splitter up here.
Got it.
And so if you'll notice now, this belt has iron and coal on it. Every belt has two sides.
Mm-hmm.
So I've split coal off of this coal belt and run the iron belt into it. And now we have a combined belt with coal and iron.
I see.
And so then we want to put that coal and iron into furnaces. So
Yes.
here's a furnace. We'll have one guy putting the materials into the furnace and one guy taking it out of the furnace. And then a belt over here. And then as long as we keep this powered, this will produce infinite iron on this belt.
Yeah.
And now that we have infinite iron, all our problems are solved.
Perfect.
Wonderful.
Infinite coal. We need to get infinite copper. But yeah, 2 infinites in our first, what, barely hour of gameplay is not too bad.
Yep, yep.
I assume that at some point you want to produce it faster, right?
Yes. And the way to do that is just more. Just do
Right.
that more.
So that's a cool thing about Factorio, right? Is that you can just like get a thing that works and then copy and paste it over and over and over and over again to do that thing a bunch.
Yep. And that is exactly the plan here.
Cool.
So there we go. We've got these 4 furnaces. They will keep going for ages. And the great thing is we don't have to fuel any of this. It's
Right.
all fueled automatically.
Blue Tape is wondering if we are cheating or if this is a bug, but no, this is the entire point of the game. Is you want to set up an automated system to pull resources out of the ground. So like over here, we're automatically pulling coal out of the ground and then automatically process those resources into what you need. So in this case, that would be both electricity and iron. However, Wesley, I just ran past the coal patch for a second, and one of these is not getting coal for some reason. And I assume it's because this very top uh, miner is only placing coal on one side or something, and that this inserter can't reach it. And I seem to have lost your audio again. So go ahead and show us what needs to be done here. Yeah, Blue Tape, it's not really infinite. The system we have set up right now will... Oh, it's just too slow? Okay. The system we have right now will work, yeah, until the coal that these miners are sitting on is depleted. And then it'll have to move. So I I believe the case is that these sort of starting patches of coal and copper and iron will not last us for very long, and that before we've made it very far into the game, we'll have extracted all of this, and we'll have to move to larger patches of minerals that are further away. And then it gets interesting how you're going to process and move those resources into sort of the central part of the base. And there's lots of options for that, like trains or um, belts like these, and there are faster belts that we can use and different things. And we'll see how Wesley wants to handle that. Ooh, lag there.
All right. Got my audio back by chance?
Yep. Although I'm lagging
Nice.
pretty bad on the server
Oh.
side.
Oh, that's strange.
Yeah, but I think it's okay.
Set up here. This is what a factory is like.
Yeah.
We've got... We've done a chest here.
Sure.
So we've got iron feeding into here where it makes iron gear wheels, which feed into here where they combine with iron plates to make transport belts. And this chest will, slow and steady, just fill up with belts until we run out of some resource. And you will be surprised how long that takes. I think we will be more than halfway other iron.
That does surprise me.
Also, I will just note that the stream seems to have paused on my end, so I hope everyone else can see what's going on.
My internet is really, really struggling then. Yeah, it does seem paused. Yeah, something's going on. Almost like my computer is like...
Oh, it's back on Twitch.
Is it back? Great. Sorry, guys.
Yep.
Internet struggles, you know how it is. Well, maybe you don't know how it is, but we're used to it around here. Unfortunate though it may be.
All right, so belts are one important thing, and they are the most important thing that you can make with only iron. So we need to do this whole thing again with copper.
Okay, that sounds fun. Let's see. So should we just pick these up or just let them keep going for now?
Let them keep going for now, but yeah, we'll eventually definitely want to switch to all electric.
Okay. And as far as producing more electric mining drills, I just need iron. So let me pick up a little bit more iron plates over here. And I'll help contribute to the switch over here.
Oh, I'm actually, even though it is a pretty big drain on our limited resources right now, I'm going to make another gun turret.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Just because we don't know where they're going to come from, and our fuel mining is kind of far away, so that seems like a good place to preempt things.
The biters terrify me, so I'm never going to complain if you want to use resources to build defenses. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Hopefully it's recovering a little bit. Speaking of which, Teresa, we should upgrade our internet.
But hopefully you guys saw that we got belts coming. We got 150 belts now that we did not have to craft.
Yeah, look. So yeah, I think we talked about it while the stream was dead. But so the iron that is automatically getting smelted here is now getting turned into gears, and then those gears and iron are added together to make belts, and we can just come here and get belts, which is great. because we're gonna need them. Oh, I want to take those with me, not leave them here.
All right, I just headed down here to grab some more stone so we can make some more furnaces.
Teresa says we should we should stick with this internet because it's more redneck and therefore more appropriate. It's that's solid logic. I find that difficult to argue with.
Yeah,
Oh dear.
it's as they say. Logic and values are orthogonal. They no influence on each other.
Right. Okay. I've built 4 more mining. Oh, I always push the wrong button. 4 more miners. And do you like them spaced out? One like this?
Yeah, I like to do that just so you can fit poles and walk between them and stuff.
Okay.
Technically, you could space them out too, and they would still grab everything since they
Right.
do each reach out one to the side.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but it also, you fit more in if you.
Okay. And do you want the belts running down through the center here?
I was thinking we could put them up and then loop around.
Okay.
So
Sure.
that the copper ore comes out here the top and then loops around down through the smelting and we get copper plates out the bottom.
Okay. Well, let me run
Uh,
a little bit of belt then.
which
Like coming
also
down right
means
here?
yeah. Which also means we need to bring the hole up
Oh, yeah. Line it up
and
wherever you need it.
join them. There we go. Oh, wait.
Oh, you do want it here.
There we go.
Like this.
Yeah. I was just putting coal on the other side.
Got it. Okay.
Oh, and actually, I don't know if this is enough room. Let me see. Oh yeah, that's fine.
Cool. Okay, so just like before, an inserter goes here and here. And then an extractor here, which is still an inserter, but just pointing the other way.
Yep.
Cool. I need to make some of these. Oh, I have no stone whatsoever. Let me go grab some. Okay. Grab some more furnaces. I feel like these should probably be on my hotbar as well. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, okay. And then we need more inserters. Wesley, are you still there or have I lost your audio again? I've lost you. What a shame. Click, click. Click, click. There we go.
And I'm back.
You're back. How can you tell?
I was guessing.
You're
I
correct.
just knew. I just knew if I was confidently wrong, you wouldn't hear it. So.
Ah, true. You can just say, and I'm back. And I'm back.
Yeah.
And we're back.
um.
Perfect.
So come look down here,
Mm,
and you'll see that we've got a little bit of a problem.
uh,
We're gonna have copper plates coming down here, but we need them to get to the other side of the belt. The way
right.
you do that is an underground belt, which I'm going to place
Okay.
here. So the copper plates will enter the underground belt and come out the other side.
Right. So in some ways, Factorio is like playing a traffic management simulator, right?
Actually, I just realized that's going to cause a problem later, though, unless we do that down here.
Okay. And I assume that you're routing the copper plates to only live on one half of this belt deliberately. Is that right?
Uh,
No, I think I've lost you again, Wesley. I'm gonna call those internet people tomorrow, I swear. I swear, I swear. And let's see. let's put some more fuel in these other miners for a second. The smelting area becomes symmetric to fill the other side. Oh, I see. So we'll run another set of these furnaces over here, is what you're saying. And then their output will go here, right? Run up and down to nod. Yeah. Or you can type it, I guess. That's fine. Okay. I'm just
But
gonna
the
like...
really important thing here
Yeah, I can hear you now.
is that we now have an infinite belt of copper and an infinite belt of iron,
Excellent.
which is great. We don't have a lot of either of those.
Right. But it's
So
something.
our next task is scaling this up.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I want to put just a little bit of this second set over here, just to sort of remind myself that that's what we're doing, if that makes sense.
Yep. So yeah, we'll need a bunch of those furnaces. We're also going to need a bunch of inserters. So many, in fact, that we might want to start looking at automatically making inserters.
Right.
And inserters require green electronic circuits. We're going to need, by the end of this, so many green electronic circuits, it will boggle your mind.
Okay. My mind is boggled already, but go ahead.
The simple creation of them, though, at least I think this is the simplest way to do it, is you take a belt with copper and iron on it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, everything at the beginning, it's so difficult to automate every little thing because you gotta craft every assembly machine at great cost, and
Oh, I can help make some of those if that's helpful.
it's all right. Do scooch to the side a bit. There we go.
Yep. Sorry. Let me grab some of this.
So circuits require copper cables and iron plates, and they require more copper cables than iron plates.
Mm-hmm.
So the way I do it is I put down 3 assembling machines,
Yes.
and the 2 on the sides will craft copper cables,
Okay. Copper cable.
and
Yes.
the one in the middle will craft green circuits, like that.
Okay.
And then you just have inserters feed from the belt that has both iron and copper into all 3, and have the 2 on the sides feed into the central one.
Got it. Cool.
And iron is a real problem here.
Meaning we need more.
Yes. In fact, I can't even make any inserters because I don't have iron, so I'm going to nab some of these that aren't
Right.
useful until we have more iron anyway, so there we go.
I just put some more fuel into these old ones to just sort of keep us going. I guess I
good.
picked it up, so you can no longer get it. But
Well, that's right.
let me make some more inserters. I can make 107 right now. I assume we don't need that many.
I did also just limit the chest that the belts are going into,
Ooh, yeah.
because that's where most of our iron was going.
Sure.
You can use the little red X inside chests if you want to limit how full machines will fill them.
I see.
Which I've just done here so that it will only make 300 belts before like backing up the production line.
Which is probably sufficient for now.
Yeah. We don't need a huge amount of belts yet. And especially while we can't even afford the inserters to automate green science or green electronics.
Yeah. Have I done this incorrectly, Wes? What am I
Nope,
missing?
you're good. That is automated.
Cool. Good night, Blue Tape. Thanks for coming. I like it. And then again, we can like do this setup over and over and over again, right? To produce a
Yep.
lot of green circuits.
That will be exactly what we'll do.
Okay, cool.
And that's a good thing because these green circuits are used for making the inserters, they're used for
Mm-hmm.
making the electric mining drills, and
Mm-hmm.
they're also used for making every other thing in this entire game.
Mm-hmm.
So I just grabbed a few of them, which should hopefully allow me to make a few more inserters. Yes, I can make 22 inserters. And it's
I can
much
really.
faster to make them too.
Oh, right, because you don't have to make the circuits by hand.
Hmm.
I see. I can make a lot of inserters if you need more. I've got
Nice.
like a bunch of our resources that I just want to hand you. I should like put a chest down somewhere.
Well, if you want a little task, see
Yeah.
this little setup that's making iron plates?
Mm-hmm.
See if you can squeeze another one on the other side.
Ooh. Yes. Let me try. I'll
We
try to
should
mirror it.
just about be able to fit it in.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Let's
see. With
yeah.
not a single tile of room to spare.
Well, that means it's done efficiently, right?
Exactly.
Perfect. Okay, so we'll go insert,
So it does
insert.
seem that iron is more limiting right now than copper, which will always be the case. I think you need like more than double the amount of iron that you do copper.
Okay. That is fine. And then we're going to extract just so. And we need power, so let me make some power poles.
Oh, I
Oh, you've
gotcha.
already done it. Got it. Okay.
So if you look at the map, our pollution cloud is growing.
Indeed.
Every machine we put down grows that pollution cloud.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna head up a little bit, and actually while I'm doing this, I'm gonna put on a gun turret to craft and
Uh,
just see what's to the north.
I'm very low on ammo. I'm gonna start crafting some more.
Good plan.
Oh,
That would be a good thing to throw down a factory for.
yeah.
Okay, so there is an alien base up here, but there's also really dense forest, and forest slowly and steadily absorbs pollution.
Okay. Should we kill that base anyway? Because it looks very small.
Yeah, I guess we might as well, just so it's something we don't have to worry about.
All right. How did you get through all of these trees?
Oh, it's a real pain in the butt.
I've made it, I think, or I'm not
Oh,
far
we actually
behind.
don't even have to worry about this one. It's just two of these turret guys.
Oh, well, we should kill it anyway. Got it.
Nice.
Okay. Do we need to explore to the right and left of where we are right now, just in case?
Um, yeah, I guess better safe than sorry.
These trees, Wesley.
In a minute here, we can make a radar, which will do this job for us.
Okay. That sounds nice because this forest is very dense, I would say.
Mhm. So we are
Okay.
getting going. Like,
Yeah.
it's to the point where if we walk away for a minute, the factory goes without us.
Yeah. And we come back to a bunch of stuff, a bunch of
Yeah.
material that has been prepared.
Well, speaking of which, we should start the next research.
Yeah, yeah. What is our next research?
I would propose stone walls.
Hmm.
That will, at the very least, even if we don't get enough stone production going to like wall off our entire base, throwing a little circle of wall around your turret makes it way more potent.
That sounds great. Oh,
I've got one more turret here. Where do you think would be a good place to put it?
Um, well, let's see. We've got one near the coal mining, right?
Hmm.
And we've got one. Oh, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
If you
And
open up the map, there's a little red circles show the
let's see.
area covered by turret.
Red circles. I don't see that. Oh, I need to turn the layer on.
Oh,
There you go. I see it now. Yeah, so probably toward the bottom left because I think it's likely that that's where we'll get attacked from next.
that does make sense. All right,
So
I'll
I
put it
don't know.
uh, down here, just in the range of these stone miners.
Sure. And our stone wall research is already done. So if you've got any stone on you,
Oh, nice.
we can make some. Oh, except you need
Well, not quite. You
stone
have to
brick?
cook it. Yeah.
Ah, I see. Okay.
But we're getting
So I
there.
guess, yeah, I guess that's another thing to work on. Oh, I was going to run. I didn't actually connect the belt from the second uh, strip of iron smelting. General Arrow
I
says he thinks that we've made a lot of progress for an hour and a half, and that's kind of true, I guess. Factorio
Yeah.
is faster game than Minecraft in a lot of ways.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, the like you mentioned, the end game goal is to, well, the end game goal for us and the official end game goal is to launch the rocket,
Mm-hmm.
which I have done in 8 hours before. Like if you plan ahead a little bit and really go for it, you could beat this game in a session.
Yeah, you mean like a day, is what you mean by a
Yeah.
session.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
I
yeah. You
I am sure to slow you down, Wesley. So we'll take more than 8 hours with the two of us,
know.
rather than less,
No
because
worries.
I'll have you explaining everything to me.
So I'm actually going to pick up this belt manufacturing
Mm-hmm.
and move it over here.
Okay.
And I'm going to have those belts be put out onto belts. And then we can use these green circuits to get some inserters. And
Yes.
between the two of those, we can make the next kind of science.
Ah, cool. Okay, I like it. I feel like expanding our iron smelting up here more. Is that a good idea, or are we going to quickly exceed what? Well, I guess we're already exceeding what we're mining, right?
Yeah, so it's pretty easy to throw down a couple extra drills though.
Okay. Let me do some of that as well then. Power poles down here, and then some more belts like this. Haha. 1, 2, 1, 2, and then we'll go inserter, inserter, and boom, boom. Are you still there, Wesley?
I am
Good.
just setting up this factory down here. So
Yeah, let
okay,
me see.
so I'm
Yep.
making belts here.
Yes.
Those are gonna come down.
Okay.
We need gears coming out from here,
Oh, gears. Yes.
and oh shoot, hang on a second. I think I've gotten confused.
Hmm.
Oh no, we're good.
Okay.
Because what we want being made here is inserters. Those will take
Ah,
gears and the green electronics and ooh, iron, which means
and
the
plates.
electric pole has to move. And
Right.
those should okay, yes, we're good.
So the
I need
inserters are really smart, right? Like if you tell it that you want to make a certain recipe here, it won't put things in that you don't need, right?
exactly.
So even though this inserter can access these copper plates, it won't add any of them because they're not needed for this recipe.
Okay, and as you can see, we now have a belt that has belts and inserters on it.
Which just seems super useful for like
Yes.
making more factory, right?
Yes. So this is doubly useful. First of all, you can just come and grab a bunch.
Mm-hmm. I like
And
this.
second of all,
Oh, that's the wrong button. Dang it. Got it.
um, those are the ingredients for the next science pack, which we have to research to be able to make. So I'll start that. That's going to take
Okay.
75 research packs, so that's going to take a little while with our four little guys. Although it's off to a good
Yeah.
start, it's already 10% done.
Yeah. And we've got a good backlog of the materials that are needed here. Let me check these chests. Yeah, there's still 250 iron and just over 300 copper in the chests up there. So that's not too
Yeah.
shabby,
Eventually, we could. I mean, if you'll notice, the ingredients here are copper and iron, which is the
right?
same thing over there.
Right.
You can get pretty far with just copper and iron. So we can move this whole setup over next to that other one if we want to.
Mm-hmm.
Um, which
Because
maybe
with
we'll
just
give it a minute, but
look with just this belt right here, we could supply everything that needs, right?
yeah.
So like a little
Eventually
undergroundy
we'll
here and boom, boom, boom.
eventually we'll reach the limit of what, half a line of copper and half a line of iron can support.
Sure.
But that might take us a minute.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, I am liking the look of this.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fantastic, in fact.
I almost, I wonder, because the ingredients for an assembling machine are the same as the ingredients for, shoot, inserter. Ah, my
Yes.
brain.
It is getting late. But that makes some sense because they sort of do the same thing, right? Like this is a robot
Yeah.
and this is a robot.
So if I want, so that takes three ingredients, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you can only put two ingredients on a belt. And that's a
Mm-hmm.
problem you run into a lot, which is why we have this boy. This is the long-handed inserter.
Wow.
It
For
will reach
reaching.
over a tile to pick up and place down.
I like it. But what you're telling
I
me
mean,
is that we can take an assembling machine here. Hold on, I'm making one.
oh yes, yeah.
And we can put it, stand by, here it comes. We can put it here and tell it to make assembly machines. Am I right?
Yes, and that's exactly what we want.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So we now have a factory that makes factories, is basically what we're looking at here.
Yes. So why don't you put the inserters to fill this up from those belts,
Okay, but where shall oh, okay, yes.
and we'll use another long-handed inserter to take it out and just put it into another chest on the other side here.
Okay, I need to make one of those, but that's easy. Oh, I always press E when I want R. Oh, the power pole's in the way. There you go. Ta-da!
Uh, and then if you open up this chest, we
Mm-hmm.
don't need we don't need a chest full of assembly machines.
Right,
So go ahead and click on that red X and then click on the second inventory slot. So only one is left non-red.
like that.
Yep, exactly. So that will oh shoot, we need gears as well. So I'm just gonna
Oh
put
yeah.
another assembling machine just down from that.
Yeah.
Need another power pole.
And one like this, and one like that.
Nice.
Ta-da!
Now that'll make the assembling machines.
Brilliant, brilliant.
So you can.
I just lost you, Wes. Gosh, dang it. Hold that thought, and while you're holding it, please note that our research finished for the green science packs, so we can start working on those. What do those take, by the way? I assume it's all of this stuff that we're building over here, right? It sort of is, right? Like this is the game. You harvest all this stuff and then build giant factories to process it all. It's called Factorio, after all. It is fun. But you were saying that these are the ingredients for the green science. Is that true? Yeah, one transport belt, one inserter. And here they are. Perfect. Cool. All right. Well, make an ammunition factory. Great. And that just takes iron.
These are great because
You're perfect.
you always need ammunition. And I'm going to put it kind of early so that if we start running low on iron, we want this fueled before all else.
Mm-hmm.
Because the last thing we want to do is run out of ammunition. And I'm not even going to put a limit on that chest. I'm just going to let it craft.
Okay. Cool. We've got to be getting close to the point where um, we don't need these burner setups anymore, right?
Yeah, in fact, you can probably dig that up right now.
Okay. You right.
I am going to down here. I guess we can still just power it with coal. Actually, we should check how the coal is doing because that's one thing that you can get blindsided by
Mm-hmm.
is suddenly you're out of coal. But we are looking golden. We are only using like two, yeah, actually like two outputs worth of coal. We can just dig this one up. So the problem with this one, by the way, is that the burner inserter that goes into it is picking up from a corner,
Yeah.
and it actually cannot move fast enough to catch the coal while it's on a corner.
Ah. Okay. And isn't it
If
true
you
that
can
if you
see it
point at
try
one of
here.
these
Ooh.
miners, it tells you how much uh, coal it has available to it, right? So like this
Yes.
one has 5.8 thousand pieces of coal that it can mine out of this little tiny square before it runs out, which seems like a lot.
Yeah.
I think I've lost you again, Wesley.
Oh no, I'm still here.
Oh, okay, you're just being quiet. That's fine. It has been a rough
So
internet night,
coal's
though.
looking good, so I'm gonna pick up a bunch of that, and I'm gonna go get some stone brick creation on the go.
Okay, yeah. How can I help?
Uh, so that oh yeah, just come down. Let's see, how do we want to do this?
It needs to
Probably
be
just probably just
mined.
miners straight into furnaces because we don't need a ton and don't really need it all that automated.
Are you sure you don't want to use
But we
electric miners?
yeah, they're too expensive for this little get up here.
Very well.
But we will want some electric inserters.
I've got a bunch.
Uh, yeah, just pulling out of these guys.
Out of the furnaces, you mean?
Yeah. And then if we can get I'll run some power if you want to get a belt, putting them into that assembler.
Mm-hmm. Like
Nice.
this.